everyone, and welcome back. I'm teacher Kayla, and I am so glad that you are here to join me for today's special lesson. With the release of the new season of Stranger Things just around the corner, I thought it would be fun for us to learn English with some of the funniest and most awkward scenes from the show. We'll watch the clip, then I'll go over some vocabulary, pronunciation, and go over some expressions that people actually use. Don't forget to head over to my website for your free workbook that goes along with this lesson. Remember that there is a workbook that goes along with each of my lessons, so don't forget to take advantage of that. And of course, don't forget to let me know what you think about this lesson. Are you ready to get started? Let's do it. Let's watch this first part together, and then we'll go over what you saw.
And what exactly were you all doing at the lake?
We were just going for a walk.
A walk at 9 p.m.
To the lake. We're gonna take a little swim. Little night swim.
Dusty, someone was just murdered there.
Yeah, we didn't realize that until we got there.
And what exactly were you all doing at the lake?
The word exactly is used to make a question stronger or more specific. You use it when you don't really understand why someone did what they did, or when you're suspicious about what someone said or did. For example, what exactly were you thinking when you took my car without permission? Notice that stress on that word, exactly. Let's try another one. What exactly were you planning to do with all of those cans of silly string? Pay attention to the tone of this statement as well. So you might hear a little bit of an accusation, disbelief, confusion. There's a few emotions going on there that you can hear in the sound of this word. So when you use exactly in a sentence, it's like saying, okay, be honest with me.
A walk at 9 p.m.
To the lake. We're gonna take a little swim. Little night swim.
Whoa, did you hear how fast that came out? We were going to take a little swim turned into we're gonna take a little swim. So typically we're is we and are combined together. But in this sentence, Dustin actually combined the words we and were because we're talking about the past, right? So this is probably a confusing part about English, but in conversational English, we combine a lot of words that may not normally be combined, and it doesn't always have to be grammatically correct. For instance, this situation, this is not actually grammatically correct, no, but sometimes it happens in fast conversational English. All right, let's practice this sentence together. We're gonna take a little swim. Great job. Also, notice Dustin's voice in this scene. His voice kept getting higher and squeakier. This is a classic sign of nervousness. So when people are lying, their tone generally goes up a little. Even if you don't understand the words, you can tell that this person is nervous or not being completely honest just from the sound of their voice.
Dusty, someone was just murdered there.
So murdered means that someone was killed intentionally, like on purpose. Stranger Things is a funny and quirky show, but it does have a dark side. They often battle monsters, other dark forces, and sometimes there's even murder involved.
We didn't realize that until we got there.
To realize something means to suddenly become aware of it, like a light bulb moment. For example, I didn't realize you would be at the party, or he didn't realize she liked him until she brought him a cupcake on his birthday. Also notice the stutter in this sentence. This is another classic sign that someone is nervous. All right, let's jump to the next part of this scene. Pay close attention because there's some natural slang and idioms used here.
Have you had any contact with Eddie?
That psycho freak killer? God, no. Nope.
No, we haven't heard from
Absolutely
him in
not.
ages.
We barely know the guy.
Who?
Oh, that's a bunch of bull.
Erica!
I mean, you realize they're lying. The whole couch is on fire.
Erica!
Just the facts.
Are you lying to these policemen, Dusty?
No!
Lying to the cops is a crime, son.
I'm not lying.
The fire is consuming us.
Threaten them with a little jail time. Maybe that'll loosen their lips.
Have you had any contact with Eddie?
Contact. This means any kind of communication. It can be texting, calling, talking, even emailing. So this question means, have you communicated or talked to Eddie in any way?
That psycho freak killer? God, no.
So here Dustin asks an echoing question, which he immediately answers with God no, which is a dramatic and casual way to say, of course not. Echoing questions use a question to echo or repeat what a person just said and then give your reaction back. These can be positive or negative reactions. A positive response might be used for excitement, like, yes, of course. A negative response might be used to show shock or disgust, like, no way, or of course not. These are often followed up with a statement of confirmation or rejection. Here's some examples. Oh, you want me to have the last cookie? Yes, please. Or, me and the guy from the coffee shop? No way.
Oh, that's a bunch of bull.
So here, Erica jumps in with a slang phrase, a bunch of bull. That means that's not true. It's a very informal way to call someone out for lying, but be careful because this phrase actually stems from a curse word. So just be careful where you use it. Here are some safer alternatives. That's baloney, or that's ridiculous.
Erica!
So here, Erica's parents yell her name because they are trying to call her out for being disrespectful or inappropriate.
I mean, you realize they're lying. The whole couch is on fire.
Erica!
Just the facts.
She realizes that they're doing this and goes on to explain why she said what she said. So again, here she uses the word realize when she says, you realize they're lying, meaning you know they're lying, right? Then she says, the whole couch is on fire. So this is kind of a twist or a play on the childhood phrase, liar, liar, pants on fire. Basically, she's just saying that everyone on the couch is lying. Finally, she says, just the facts. This means I'm telling the truth and only the truth. So in casual English, it's common to drop the pronoun at a beginning of a sentence like it's. So instead of saying, it's just the facts, she says, just the facts.
The fire is consuming us.
So here when Erica says, the fire is consuming us, she's continuing to play on that phrase of the liar, liar, pants on fire. And she's saying, they're still lying. They are still doing it. And it's kind of a way to also say, all of your lying is killing us. It's too much. It's taking over the room.
Threaten them with a little jail time. Maybe that'll loosen their lips.
Okay.
So loosen someone's lips means to get them to tell the truth. Dad here is trying to push and make them a little nervous by saying maybe spending a night in jail would get them to loosen their lips or start telling the truth. Another example of this might be a few drinks might loosen his lips, meaning that if this person gets relaxed with some drinks, they might start talking and telling a little bit more about a situation. All right, now that we've seen Dustin can't tell a lie, Let's move on to our second clip, which is Erica's secret mission. Here we go.
What this half-baked plan of yours sounds like to me.
A half-baked plan is a plan that is not thoroughly thought out. It's likely poorly planned and unlikely to work. For example, don't give me half-baked excuses. Or, that's a half-baked plan. Did you even check the facts? Erica uses this phrase here to show that she thinks this plan is ridiculous. Have you ever been involved in any half-baked plans?
Child endangerment.
I'll be in radio contact with you the whole time. You have no
Child endangerment.
key card. It won't operate. Meaning,
We're stuck in here.
yeah.
So, child endangerment is actually a legal term used to mean that you're putting a child in danger or at harm's risk, right? So, this phrase can be used formally, like in the legal sense, or hyperbolically, like it's used here in this clip. In this clip, Erica's obviously not being super serious. She's kind of joking a little. So in this situation, it's used informally as a way to say that you're putting a child in a risky situation. So for example, the literal legal way to use this word might be to say, leaving a child in a car while you go in the store is child endangerment. Hyperbolically though, you might say, I'm not taking my kids on that roller coaster. That's child endangerment. Or maybe parent endangerment if you're not a big fan of roller coasters. So here, Erica is saying that this is a very risky plan for children, like they are. Do you think she's joking or being serious?
Just so you nerds are aware, I'm supposed to be spending the night at Tina's, and Tina always covers for me.
So spending the night just means staying the night at someone else's house. For example, can I spend the night with Sarah tonight? To cover for someone means to protect someone by lying or providing an excuse to try to keep them out of trouble. For example, my sister always covers for me when I'm late. Or he covered for me at work and told them that I was sick. So here, Erica is explaining that she already made plans with Tina and Tina regularly covers for her.
She's gonna hunt you down one by one and slit your throat.
So to hunt someone down, literally, this just means to search until you find someone. But figuratively, you can use it kind of in a joking way or even kind of as a warning. This could mean to say that you are going to chase someone or seek them out and try to make them pay for any sort of problems they might have caused. This can sound threatening or playful depending on how you say it. Here's a couple of examples. So the first one is a little more playful. If you break my phone, I will hunt you down. But a more serious way to use this might be to say, the police will hunt down the criminals. All right, that's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed learning English with Stranger Things. Please let me know what you thought about today's lesson, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.